So she has
And I
time and
love it.
test. Yeah, she has
Oh,
time and
yeah,
tested everything, and
everything.
yeah, and because her style and my style of eating is two different styles, I couldn't do that work for her. She had to do the work. She had to do all that
Mhm.
work and figure it out what tastes good, what didn't taste good, what fits, what didn't fit. Like she had to do all of the legwork. And then that's a part of discovering what works for you. Like Darb can give you all these tips. She can give you all the, she can give you all these tips, all these suggestions with foods. I can tell you how some of the foods process in your stomach, what's going to bloat you, what combinations mess you up. Like you can take all of this knowledge, but you still got to do it.
Yeah.
Like every last one of you have to do it. Like you have to discover it for yourself, because what works for Dark might not work for you, Kameen.
Yep.
What works for Kameen might not work for Cindy. But you have to play with things to figure out what works for you. And then when you figure out what works for you, you make it your own, and boom, you off to the races.
Yeah.
And these
And
discussions
all
these discussions that we have now, they
Yeah.
evolve into something totally different. Because now we're not talking about, okay, what food combinations we need, or what do I need to go grocery shopping for. The conversations evolve once we get out of this, but we can't get out of this until you start discovering. Until you start discovering, trying stuff, discovering, trying stuff, try and fail, try and fail, try and fail. Like Thomas Edison, took him 1,000 experiments. It took him 1,001 experiments before he got the light bulb. So you have to constantly test, figure out what works. What works when I'm on vacation? What works when I'm at home? What works when I'm sick? What works when the kids are here on summer break? You know what I'm saying? What works when I got a roller derby tournament? What works? Like you literally constantly testing what works. What works when I can lift more and I'm more hungry? What works? Like you're constantly testing what works and what doesn't work. And that's what's supposed to happen, because once you nail down what really works for you, game over.
Over.
I'm dead serious. The game is over when you can figure out what works for you. It's like, I know my body. I know how it's going to respond to X, Y, Z. Now, when you look at food packages, you're literally looking for ingredients because you know how your body's going to respond to a certain ingredient.
Mhm.
And right
You know how your body's going to, you know how your body's going to respond to a certain protein, carb, and fat mixture. You know exactly how your body's going to respond to it because you've done the work, because nobody else can do it for you. No doctor can do it for you. No other coach can do it for you. No other teammate can do it for you. Like, you have to get out there and do that work. Only thing everybody else can do is give you suggestions. You can take those suggestions, put them in play, take them out of play, put them in play, take them out of play. It's like trading in and out of a football player or a basketball player. You put things in and out to figure out what's the right combination, constantly moving things. But if you don't get on that journey of constantly trading things in and out, switching things in and out, you won't figure out what works for you. You're going to always use what somebody else told you what worked for them.
Yeah.
And what worked for them 9 times out of 10, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, probably won't work for you because your lifestyles are different. So just go on that journey. Don't be afraid to go on that journey. Don't be afraid to make some mistakes. Like those mistakes actually going to birth a faster weight loss. To be honest with you, most people that go on this journey, most people that go on any type of weight loss journey or body transformation journey, there's a lot of mistakes that happen. Guess what? They fumbled their way into the body they wanted. Literally fumbled. Darby's one of them. She fumbled her way right into the body she wanted.
Literally. Literally.
You know what I mean? So don't be afraid of failure or messing up or whatever. Don't be afraid of none of that, because we got to learn what works for you. And then once we learn what works for you, we just rinse and repeat until your body like, hey, I'm on to you. Because your body will do that. I'm on to you, buddy. And then we'll give it something else to play with. But yeah, do your due diligence and literally figure out what works for you. Like, take those suggestions, figure out what works for you. Like, that is the ultimate advice I can ever give you. Like, you can have all the research, you can have all the suggestions, you can have all the recipes, you can have it all. But until you figure out what works for you, it's just paper. And it's just paper. It's just words on the paper. It's theory in the air, and it's untested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching Oppenheimer, and the one thing that hit me across the forehead real hard was like, Oppenheimer was so stuck on the theory of the atomic bomb or splitting the atom. He was so stuck on the theory. The theory said it didn't work. And right in the next lab, the guy was like, well, it's working in this lab. I don't care what your theory say. practicality is working. Come look at it. It's lighting up like a Christmas tree. Take all this stuff that's theory right now, start applying it, figure out what works for you. And I guarantee you're gonna fumble your way right into what you was looking for.